This is the Latin 2 assignment for today, the 12th of September. I can't be with you because teaching times overlap between Wichita State and the school. I just want you to go through the same assignment that we did yesterday and write down the words that I give you now and what they mean, because they're cognates of the Latin words in our reading. So paucis means few. So paucity in English means fewness, so to speak. It's not really a word. Post means after. Paucis post mentibus, after a few months. So post-war means after the war. Quintus as a name means fifth. So quintuplets are a family of birth of 5 live births at a time. Horticulture, study of gardening, because in horto means in the garden, sedentary. Sedebat means was sitting, so sedentary means a sitting lifestyle. Meditation means literally practicing. So when he says Carmen meditans, that means practicing a poem, rehearsing a poem. This comes from the ancient monastic practice of meditation, which was just simply repeating over and over again a certain psalm. Elation, from elatus, which in Latin also means elated, means not literally elevated off the ground, but metaphorically. Festina lente is the motto of Augustus Caesar, hasten slowly, the paradoxical hasten slowly. Expectat, our word expectation. What's noteworthy here, expectat means awaits, is that the A, that the way we spell it in English, all the way to the A between the two T's here, is based on the Latin spelling requirements. Okay, so in Latin it has to be expectat with an A, so in English by and large it's also expectat with an A. Okay, optimal means best, so optima carmina means best poems. Components are the things that you put together. Recitare, recitation, something that you recite. So recitavi means I have recited. Componere means to put together. Delectant means they delight. Delectation in English is something that delights, delectable, something that's literally delightful. Cogn, we have in lots of scientific words, psychological words. So cognitive science has to do with is the science of thinking. Vir insignis, number 15, a man who's noteworthy. Virile just means manly, in the same way that juvenile means teenagerly, so to speak. A vet is somebody who's old, literally old. Vetus means old. So a vetus amicus is an old friend. An amicable divorce is a friendly divorce, because amicus means friend. Nobilis means noble, that is belonging to the nobility, belonging to the upper class, the ruling class. And then the other characteristics of nobility come into play after that. Regibus, R-E-G, means king, so regicide, sorry about that, means regicide, king, killing. Honor is our English word, so like number 20, honores, honors. Equine is the adjective of horse, so equine medicine is horse medicine. Caballus is the reason we don't have this word in English is because the vulgar Latin word was caballus, not equus for horse. Okay, so privat, private, as opposed to publica, having public Estimabot, he esteemed, or he was thinking. In English, the Latin diphthong ae is always reduced to simply e, so we have words like estimation in English. Number 24, semper fidelis. Make this smaller. Semper fidelis, always faithful, the motto of the Marine Corps, so something we use in English straight out of Latin. Consul, just like our words consult, number 25 here, see? Any sort of counsel that you give is like consultation. Maxim, from number 26, maximi, maximal, the most. Moment here means importance. Not the unit of time. Muses, the 9 goddesses who inspired artists. Number 28, things that are worshipped, so to speak, in a museum. A museum is technically a temple of the muses. Litteries, letters. Lettre, we spell it with an E because in French it's spelled, letters is spelled like this, lettre. Okay. Student is the same as a scholar. In Oxford I have a friend who's a studens, that is just a student, but he's a professor rank, but technically he's called a studens. Okay. Multiplex means manifold, so multi means many. A poet, like in number 32, is just the same as our word. It's actually the Greek word poietes. Okay. Poietes. Number 33, adiuverat means he had helped. So our words, adjuvant means helping therapy. An adjutant is like an assistant in the office, somebody who helps you. Number 34, numer is just our word for, the adjective for number comes from numerol, the Latin word, whereas our word for number is this French word, nombre. Okay, 35, secutus. Secutus means follow. So consecutive are things that follow together. Con meaning together. Number 36, celerity, swiftness. Number 37, mensa, a table. We talked about this yesterday. Number 38, liber, meaning a book. So a librarium is a place where their books are kept. Legible, having to do with readability. A tunic, like number 42. Oh, I see what the problem is here. So 39 there. So 40 shouldn't be tunic, but statura. Our word stature, standing, literally standing, or height. It's often used to mean height. Then obesus, number 41. Someone who's overweight. Now it's a medical condition. Number 42. Now we get to these other meanings. 42, just our word tunic, a loose-fitting garment. 43, solute just means loose. So somebody is dissolute, somebody who's let themselves go. A salutam tunicam in this context just means a loose tunic. Okay, so then we're back on track, hopefully. Yes, 44, a commendation, or a recommendation, spelled the way it is because that's the way it's spelled in Latin. Number 45, facetious, meaning witty, cleverness. Number 46, benign, friendly. Number 47, we had already above. Number 48, parent, someone who takes care of you when you're young. A locution, locute means talk, right? Locutus, pauca verba means having spoken a few pauca verba words. Okay, so a locution, a word like locution has to do with speaking. Elocution means speaking out, that is pronunciation, enunciation, sometimes we call it. Number 50, natum. Natum means birth, natal, therefore the adjective means birth also. Neonatal means newborns. Okay. Narat, number 51, means naravit means he told a story, so a narrative is a story. Dismissit, descend away, literally descend away, usually spelled like this in Latin without the first S. Okay. Number 53, dolebat, pain or grief. Number 54, this is the motto of the premier prep school on the East Coast, Philip Zandover Academy, non sibi, not for yourself. Okay, nice that rich people are interested in someone else, at least in their mottos. Octo, number 55, octo, meaning 8. Like octopus. If octopus were a Latin word, it would be octoped. It's a Greek word, though, because the Greek word for 8 and the English word for Latin word for 8 are the same. Pus, meaning foot in Latin. Okay. Menses, we talked about before. The onset of menses is the beginning of menstruation for girls. Revocable, so callbackable. It means literally the A, again there because of Latin. Putavit, the stem put just means think. The stem plac just means please, so placuisse means to have pleased. Carmina means songs. The trouble is you see this in many English titles of classical works. So Carmina Burana are songs from this place called Buran, a monastery. Negote means business. So negotiations are the business transaction. Negotium means a lack of leisure, as distinct from busyness. Okay? So dubi means doubt. So dubious means it's doubtful. Dubi doesn't mean a joint in Latin. And indubitable means doubtless. So that's all for today. Just write those up and leave them with your substitute. Thank you. Enjoy the pep rally.